Since I first saw this person in interviews, I recognized similar behavior in two people I had previously seen in interviews, and both of them are psychopaths. Let's see if you notice any similarities. In this video, you will see the first person. Can you guess who the other person is? As a clue, is a very infamous person. Leave your guess in the comments.
Charged with kidnapping, rape, torture, murder, and selling the gruesome videos he's made which detail the terror and pain of his child victims.
So when you were on the run, how great was the urge?
Urge for what?
To find young girls.
Hardly ever had an urge. It's not like a hungry dog that's got to feed every 3 hours or 4 hours. It's not like that.
They're hungry for a discussion of the relationship between responsibility and meaning.
So what was your reaction when you were arrested? Did you feel as pathetic as you looked?
Thank you. I didn't think about that.
What is it about you, Peter, that hates children and women so much?
I might address that in the journal.
I think it's because our primary social hierarchy structures are fundamentally masculine.
Why do you rape young children?
The answer is, I don't know. I don't know the real answer.
Well, why don't we hazard a guess?
No, don't hazard a guess.
Is it because you're depraved?
Depraved? Maybe.
That you admit you do it?
What I'm looking for is the real reason why I took that road and what drove me to it.
So it wasn't something I set out to do.
It just got crazier and crazier for you, and sicker, and you'd already committed murder. Where was it going to end? Like, what was the next level for you?
There was no next level.
I don't think I'm selling anything.
What we're interested in is whether you have any remorse, whether you admit to what you've done.
Of course I have remorse.
Do you worry about where where your work might be taken and used by other people? I saw you posing with.
I worry about that all the time.
Why, of course.
Well, you think people don't have remorse?
No, I'm asking you, as somebody who is a repeat offender here, who went on the run, who's only here because you've been caught, not because you turned yourself in. At what point do you actually feel sorry for what you've done? Is it at the point where you're captured?
Oh, that's a good question, actually. That's a good question. Well done.
But that's
How can
true.
you say something like that? It's so cliched.
Well,
it's so painful to hear that.
It may be cliche, but it didn't.
You know, this was a wealthy white man preying on very underprivileged people, very poor people. He was smug, he was arrogant, he was evasive. He seemed to enjoy the attention. Got a glimpse of a monster. I think that there are terrible people who do terrible things, that there are people who are disadvantaged who are their targets.